Welcome to Learn Liverpool. Liverpool injury test before next internationals as Curtis Jones to return amid Alison wait. Latest Liverpool injury news and updates as the Reds continue to represent their countries. After that, Curtis Jones is expected to be back in the squad. Liverpool only has one more round of international fixtures to anxiously sit through, with injuries having been kept at bay so far. Should all his charges make it through the break unscathed, Jurgen Klopp might actually end up being thankful for the time off, which has allowed some of these already in the treatment room to close in on returns to action. The likes of Luis Diaz, Gunnar Brandley, and Andy Robertson are all in action today, while Jurgen Klopp might watch the involvement of Ibrahima Konate for France with particular concern. Back at Liverpool, though, progress is being made behind the scenes. Klopp will give a further update ahead of Sunday's return to Premier League action against Brighton and Hove Albion, but he already gave a synopsis of the injury situation prior to the break, which gives us a pretty good idea of where everyone is at. Who can be expected to make a comeback imminently? Who might take a little longer? We have put together everything we know so far as Liverpool gears up for an intense domestic and European run in. Curtis Jones. Speaking before the break, Klopp tipped Curtis Jones as one who should be able to return right after the international break. He was not fit to be selected by England, who has been tracking him closely, but Liverpool expects to be able to call on him imminently. Prior to the setback, Jones had established himself as a key component in the Liverpool midfield. It will be interesting to see whether Klopp turns back to the trio of Jones, Alexis McAllister, and Dominic Szoboszlai at the first available opportunity. Possible return dates: March 31st versus Brighton. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Diego Jota. After the positive update on Jones, Klopp then named Trent Alexander-Arnold and Diego Jota among the next tranche of returnees. He warned that things could still go wrong, but that the current timelines would see them return around a week after the international break. Alexander-Arnold has been out for longer than expected after aggravating a problem upon his return to first-team action, although Gunnar Brandley has deputized expertly. If Jota can adhere to Klopp's projected timeline, that would be more or less a best-case scenario after the manager initially confirmed the forward would be out for a month following ligament damage sustained against Brentford in late February. Possible return date April 7th versus Manchester United. Alison. Unfortunately, Alison was notably missing from Klopp's last update before the break. The goalkeeper was not benched, with Alexander-Arnold and Jota among those who could return shortly after the return of club football. Alison was spotted at Old Trafford to watch Liverpool in the FA Cup and was also in attendance at Wembley recently as Brazil beat England. When he can return to the pitch, however, remains to be seen. The best news The best news being that Klopp previously insisted the injury was not season-ending. Post-return date unknown. Darwin Núñez was among the 12 forwards whom Klopp revealed picked up knocks in the extra time FA Cup defeat to Manchester United before the break. Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz also felt the effects of that match, while Diaz and Gakpo were nevertheless fit enough to go off and represent their countries. Núñez was withdrawn from the Uruguay squad, but that is thought to be precautionary, with the striker expected to be available for selection against Brighton. Post-return date March 31st versus Brighton. Stefan Benjistic. It has been a frustrating season for Stefan Benjistic. Injury has prevented him from building on a breakout campaign where he was hailed at one stage by Mohamed Salah as the best player in the Liverpool side. However, a return seems to be edging ever closer. Klopp confirmed before the international break that Benjistic is effectively entering his own pre-season, and the midfielder has since posted a couple of encouraging updates on Instagram. A first training photo was captioned, "Patience will pay off." Since then, Benjistic has posted again, writing, "Can't wait for what is coming." Klopp will no doubt be cautious with reintroducing the number 6, but Liverpool has another very promising young talent to turn to at some point soon, even if that ends up being under a new manager. Post-return date unknown. Joel Matip, Thiago